Hi everyone, it's Craig Marchant coming to you live from Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. I hope everyone's keeping themselves well and away from the COVID virus. Tonight I wanted to discuss a topic that happens to me, which is called seasonal affective disorder. And it happens primarily in the winter and the autumn months of the year, where your depression symptoms will spike up. There's a lot of conjecture about why this happens. There's no one solid theory. One of them is it's because your circadian rhythm gets out of whack because there's less light. You typically get outside less when winter and autumn approach. I know I don't get outside as much as I should, and there's other factors as well that people are thinking of. There is discussion that it's a lack of sunlight. And that it's because your serotonin and your melatonin levels are all out of whack. There's a lot of information out there. I did a blog post the other day. If you want to go and visit my website at www.craigmarchant.com, you can see the post I put up there where I go through everything in more depth. My depression will generally get worse during these months of the year, but there's quite a few sort of treatments available for it. Before we go on, though, I should probably try and cover some of the symptoms. It sort of mimics itself pretty well as depression. So, if you're feeling down and out, you're having trouble finding joy in your life, you don't want to socialize. Not that you can socialize at the moment too much because of the whole lockdown situation and COVID. So there's quite a few sort of symptoms there that sort of will show up for you. Some of the treatment options, obviously there's your usual psychotherapy, which is cognitive-based therapies with, your psychologist or your psychiatrist, depending on who you see. There is light therapy, which is basically you can get special lights that can focus in on you, and they will help deliver some sort of fake sunlight, for want of a better term, to your skin, which is thought to help. Also, the good ones will filter out the UV rays, so the bad ones, we don't want those. The less you can get of those, the better. And you've also got your standard medications that general depression is treated for with. Sorry. So it's I thought considering it's affecting me, there's a good chance it's affecting other people out there as well, and I thought that it would be a good topic to discuss. I'll just see if I've got any comments from anyone. Usually I end these things a bit too quick before people can actually comment, so I don't get to answer any questions that people have. So I'm just going to see if anyone leaves a comment for me, so that we can go into it further. Otherwise, we might wrap it up for tonight. I'm going to make a commitment to do more of these Facebook Lives now. I sort of slacked off there for a month or two. Being perfectly honest, my mental health wasn't so good. So, some things went by the wayside, and unfortunately Facebook Lives were one of those things. And you should know it doesn't matter how long you've had depression for. It doesn't matter how good the medications you're on, how often you see a psychologist, you're still going to have really crappy days sometimes. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you something better, but it's just not. It's going to be like that. So, I guess the takeaway from that is just be aware that, everyone has bad days, but you just need to try and pick yourself up and move on, and go from there. So anyway, I haven't seen any comments yet, or they haven't come through to my application anyway. So we'll wrap it up for tonight. Thank you very much for coming along and listening to me talk. As always, like, share, and comment. And if you've got a particular topic you would like me to cover on my Facebook Lives, feel free to leave a comment below, and it's something that I'm happy to talk to, about any topic that people come up with, along the lines of mental health. So feel free to leave me a comment, and we'll address it in a future Facebook Live. Okay, everyone. Well, thanks so much for listening to me. Have a great evening or day, depending where you are, and I will see you next time. Thanks very much.